Hello from Sanur. Let's see what the day brings. I'm in a cloud of smoke from the satay stall. Look at that, beautiful. Oh, is that ruja? Yeah. Yeah, at the satay stall, Pantai Segara Ayu. We're just going to have a bit of a walk around today. In the northern end of town, Pantai Segara Ayu is a very popular place for locals. The two main popular, or the most popular places, I think of this beach and Pantai Mertasari in the south. A little bit of corn, jagung bakar. And those two beaches, on the weekend especially, get really busy. It's actually Saturday today. You'll probably be watching this several days into the future. I'm not sure what day you'll be seeing this. I don't know, Tuesday, Friday. It's a beautiful morning this morning. There's a bit of cloud in the sky. So it's a little bit overcast, but it's not totally overcast. And you can see over there are a lot of people out and about this morning. There's a stiff breeze blowing once again, given that it's the windy season. We've got the lumpiang people selling their stuff down here, all the fried stuff. And it's quite cool. So cool that I would say that you could walk very far without even breaking a sweat at all. It's that cool. That breeze is really making it feel a lot cooler than it normally would do because it's quite strong today. Just on that issue of when you actually might watch this versus when I film it, some people have been saying that they assume that they're watching the video like on the same day that I filmed it, which obviously can't be the case. If I'm filming here now, it can't immediately go up. There's actually a lot of work that goes into these videos behind the scenes when I'm editing and cutting things out and that sort of thing. I normally try and get the video out fairly quickly after I filmed it, often the next day. It doesn't always happen that way, depending on, you know, if I film 2 videos in one day, which can happen sometimes, then obviously they're not all coming out at once, and you might get a slight day of a couple of days. But generally they're pretty soon after I've filmed it, so it's usually pretty up to date. Now, up this end of the beach, there's a lot of bike rental places like that. Those bike rental places, the prices are negotiable. Sometimes you'll actually see a fixed price sign on the front of the stall. There's heaps of stalls around, but usually it's negotiable. And getting a good price is really depending on what you think a good price is. I know you can get the bike for $15,000 for 2 hours if you're really good at negotiating. When I last hired a bike, I paid $40,000 for 2 hours. So you can just see the amount that you pay. I thought that was a good price too. I was pretty happy with it, but it turns out that you can get a lot cheaper. And up this end of the beach, I think it's a bit cheaper because there's a lot more competition, a lot more local style as well. Especially if you go up, so Pantai Segara is cheap, but also the next beach up, Bangsal, that's cheap as well. There's even more bike rental places up there, heaps of them. And the good thing about starting there is it's from there to the end of the beach is about 5 kilometres, because Bangsal from here is about 1 kilometre to the north. Of course, this being the weekend, this is an exercise day for locals, and everyone's out and about having a bit of a walk. You have the photographers doing their thing. A lot of people are being asking, what are those photographers doing? Why are they out here? A lot of them are affiliated with a website, and what they'll do, they'll take 1,000 photos on a morning of people coming past and then upload them all to a website. And what you can do on that website is that you can upload your own face, and it will recognise who you are by scanning your face and then show you all the photos that have been taken of you by these photographers. I don't really like it. Like, it sounds a bit creepy to me that some organisations then got your image and they can somehow match your face to photos that someone else has been taking of you. But anyway, that's what they do. And it's quite popular. And often people, mainly locals, will stop next to a photographer and sort of do some poses and that sort of stuff. On that website, you actually can pay to then buy a copy of the photo. I don't know how much they charge, but it wouldn't be a heap. I've noticed they don't take as many photos of me as they used to. Like, I always used to get my photo taken when I ran past, but nowadays they seem to avoid me. I'm not sure if it's because I'm a foreigner. I don't know if they've had issues in the past. I can imagine a lot of foreigners really objecting to having their photo taken. Like even when I'm filming, if someone's in the back of my video, sometimes someone will come up and say, don't film. So yeah, it might be a sensitive topic. Just across from these warungs down at Segara Ayu, Pantai Segara Ayu, there's a place called Men Weti. It's a local joint, real local, very famous. Like a lot of people will come here, especially domestic tourists like from Jakarta or whatever will come here and try out the food. They really love it. I've actually never tried it before, and Susan's been getting me to. I don't know what happened then. Yeah, yeah, they really love it, and yeah, it's sort of a, it's like Nasi ayam, you know, just the piece of rice with all the bits of chicken all over it. So something happened there. I don't know, rat, something like that. I don't know. We're going to sit down and get a bite to eat anyway. If you don't get here really early, like I'm here just after the sun rose, it will get, like there will be a line. So make sure you get here really early so you don't have to line up so much. They open at 7 and they've got these big bowls and piles of sambal there. Look at those ones, they're huge. And they've got a bit of urap, and they've got the chicken going on, they've got eggs, they've got all the dishes there. And when you make your order, they just take a bit of each and then put your order together. 2 porsi, terima kasih. Sedang. Oh, satu enggak pedas. Now the doors are open now. It's getting, like, the people are flocking in. There's going to be a line up soon. There's 2 different types you can get. You can get a biasa or a special, normal or a special. And the price between them is 10,000 rupiah. So it's 30 or 40,000 rupiah for the normal or the special. Now, what's the difference in the actual dish? Well, in the special, you get a lot more fried chicken skin, which apparently is what everyone loves here. In the and you also get an extra satay or extra bit of satay. So if you want to, I mean, it's only $1 extra. So if you want to just try, you know, that really special one, go for the special. If not, get the biasa. They may also ask you if you want pedas or tidak. Yeah, pedas is spicy. So if you want spicy, you say pedas. Or if you want like medium spicy, you can say sedang, which is like medium. If you don't want sambal at all, you can say jangan pakai sambal. Yeah, or you can say tidak mau pedas. If you learn a couple of those stock phrases just in case they ask you the question, you can probably do that. Or they probably they'll understand a bit of English, like spicy, no spicy, easy. Because it's called nasi ayam, ayam is chicken, there's lots of chicken, lots of different chicken components, such as the chicken skin, which is one of the main favourite parts of this. It's very crispy and deep fried. I got mine sedang, Susan got hers tidak pedas. If you get yours sedang, there is going to be quite a lot of sambal on there. I'm just going to try the rice with that sambal on top. It's spicy, but not crazy spicy. It is quite spicy, but not over the top. Sedang is actually, for most foreigners, probably really spicy, to be honest. I find it okay. There's a bit of urap here that I'm going to give a go. That's good. That urap's really good. Oh, it is a bit spicy on its own, which I'm surprised by. Oh yeah. We're stuck into this ayam suwir. Ayam suwir is shredded chicken. It's got a smokiness to it, which is quite interesting. They also give you this other sambal down here, tucked away, just in case you want really spicy. I think I'm going to give that a pass, even though it looks really good. I might just take some of that sambal, take out the red bits. Yeah, a really great fried sambal with lots of shallots in there. Very spicy though, very spicy. A bit more of that. You also get a chunk of chicken, which you're probably going to need to use your fingers for, which I'll do later off camera because it won't look very good. An egg, and then you get this satay. This is on the special. Give that satay a go. Yeah, really tasty. And as we eat this, there's a constant flow of people coming here, ordering a bit of breakfast. Most people actually are taking away dibungkus bawa pulang. A lot of orders I can hear coming through on the phone, so a lot of people are ordering it for breakfast as well and getting it delivered to home. But this is a very popular place, and not just popular but famous as well. So it's got a really strong, long history here, and what that means, it gets very busy, and it's got a bit of an aura about it. It means if you're coming to Sanur on holiday, you've got to come here, or if you live somewhere else in Bali and you're coming to Sanur, you've got to come here for your brekkie. This and mukbang are two of those real famous ones. Because of that, some people complain about the price. I think the price is fine for what you get, 40,000. It's not bad. It's not really sharply priced, but it's not terrible. Like in this day and age with all that meat there, it's quite okay. Of course, if you wanted to go to the satay stall across the road, it'd be much cheaper than that. But yeah, you're coming here for this, aren't you? The good thing about Warung Men Weti is that it's very accessible because it's down near the beach. Everyone can get here. Accessible Balinese food, and to be honest, there isn't that much of it available throughout Bali. A lot of the Balinese food that you would eat in Bali is actually cooked in houses and festivals and that sort of thing. So to get a true Balinese meal down at the beach is really quite nice and accessible. So if you want to try Balinese food, that's it. Like this specifically Balinese. Beautiful. After brekkie, the wind has really picked up now. It's gotten really strong. This wind is almost blowing my hat off. I'm still at Pantai Segara, or Pantai Segara Ayu, and I'm going to walk down to the next beach, which is Pantai Sanur. They're really close to each other. They're only split by about 150 metres of beachfront path. I'll go along the waterfront here. There's quite a few people out there having a bit of a bathe in the morning. But it's cold. Like, you wouldn't get me in there. Too cold, really cold. Like, that wind is just so strong. In this area, there are actually sun lounges for rent, and they're really close to a lot of good cafes around here as well. I'm not sure if these ones are for rent or if they're part of the hotel, but certainly those ones over there are for rent. And in this area, if you rent one of those sun lounges for a day and just hang out down at the beach, because you're close to a lot of warungs, restaurants and cafes, this area has a lot of them, you can just get your food delivered to you while you're there. It's sort of a pretty, it's just a really nice way to spend the day. Oh, someone's going out on a jukung with a bit of a sail on. That's nice. I haven't seen a sail on a jukung for a while. And this is Pantai Sanur, with a little walkway out into the ocean and that beautiful view once again. All along here, it's great to watch sunrise. The beaches all face perfectly towards the sun. In the very south of the beachfront path, the sun it doesn't sort of rise there, it sort of rises like in that direction because it doesn't actually face to the east. When you're in the very south of the beachfront path, this faces more to the south, so you have to really look far left. Interestingly, you can actually get a sunset in Sanur as well. If you go down to the end of that beachfront path, you can actually see the sunset as well. You get sunrise and sunset. But only just. It's really far to the left or really far to the right. Down here you can also get a tea or a coffee. They've got sellers down here selling instant coffee, a bit of tea, a little bit of food as well. You can even get some kerupuk or some nuts or whatever. Lots of little snacks and hot drinks or whatever. It's actually a pretty good morning for a hot drink down here at the beach, I reckon. I don't know how much they're charging for that, but it would be pretty cheap to get a hot coffee there. This is a little coffee stall that's set up down here. Coffee Senyum Santai. They've got all the prices up there. Cafe latte, 12,000. Black coffee, 10,000. That's so cheap, isn't it? Really cheap. Little stall there. They actually do a little bit of snacks and things as well. Around here, especially on the weekend, you get a lot more of these little small sellers like these ones selling little packets of food or jajanan pasar. Look at that, banyak klepon.
Ada klepon.
Klepon di sini ya.
Ini ada kebab.
Kebab.
Ini ada.
Isinya manis atau?
Yang ini ayam.
Ayam. Oh ya, oke. Asin.
Ini
pisang rai.
Ya, bukan sangrai, ini pisang rai.
Beda.
Ini sumpen pisang.
Sumpen pisang.
Ya.
Donat.
Donat ada.
Dadar ini.
Ini dadar.
Dadar di sini.
Ya. Ini jaja kukus.
Oh iya iya iya. Jaja
Ini
kukus.
button salad.
Oh,
Ya.
seperti
Seperti pentol lelaki tua.
Lucu banget. Makasih ya.
Laki-laki ada pentolnya 5 kalian.
No comment. Aduh. Very funny lady. Yeah, just going through all those little snacks. Jajanan pasar is an interesting one. It's basically, I mean, it basically means market snacks, but it has a little bit more to it than that. I mean, if you do literal translation, market snacks, but really Jajanan pasar has a really interesting feel to it because you know what's going to be in there almost every time. You're always going to have the dadar gulung, you're going to have klepon, you're going to have like kue lumpur. There's quite a few specific things you're going to have in there. If someone says Jajanan pasar, or you can even say Jajanan tradisional as well. I love them. They're really sweet. They are usually heavy on coconut, heavy on the palm sugar. So if you love palm sugar, that caramelly flavoured sugar, you know, they are beautiful. A little pack like that is very cheap normally. And if you're down here and you want to try a bit of Jajanan pasar, go to a little stall like that and pick up a couple of packs and just try them one by one. There's nothing weird in them, especially when they're the sweet ones. If you ask for the manis, they'll definitely not have anything weird in there at all. You might get a potato, or you might get, but it's not like the organs of an animal or anything like that. Yeah, it's just going to be sweet and mixed with either flour, coconut, maybe a fruit or veg. I wouldn't say veg, except for maybe a sweet potato. That's about it. It's now about 7:30 down here at Segara Ayu, and it's getting quite busy. Around the 7:30 to 8 o'clock mark, it gets really busy down at the beach. It's still morning, still cool, but it's late enough that people have had a bit of a sleep in. And the weekends down at the beachfront path can get quite busy. And it can be frustrating if you're a faster walker or a runner or a cyclist. Along here it can get quite frustrating because the path gets clogged with people. Even saying that, there's still a really positive vibe down here. People are all so friendly, smiling, having a bit of a laugh. It's really nice, and I really enjoy the beachfront path on weekends if I'm not running. Thanks for coming along with me today down here in the northern end of Sanur. And thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur and the rest of Indonesia. I'll catch you next time. Sampai jumpa.